Babble of Girl Sits and Knits, episode 174. My name is Meg, and I will be your host. I'm still drinking coffee, even though it is 2:15 in the afternoon. I've got a couple of hours before the end of the school day for Ollie, so I am going to be oodling along. Haven't done much more on the Woobles, but I have been opening the boxes because my toddler has no patience, and really, who are we kidding? Neither do I. But we've gotten a sneak peek of several of the little accessories and animals and spooks that are going to be in there. A couple of gorgeous crochet hooks, a bag, like adorable stuff. Really, really, really loving this kit. Okay. Whip. No additional progress. She's just pretty to sit there. Okay. Coffee. Finished objects, posted pieces. I posted the chart for Little Blue Truck. This is just two squares that were seamed together with sleeves. Like, it's not anything crazy, but I am writing up a pattern for it. But currently the chart itself is available. Really cute for blankets, cross stitch, embroidery. That's another rabbit hole. But oh my goodness. And there's two versions. There's this like kind of plain version, and then there's like the additional adorableness with little pumpkins in the back and everything. So Little Blue Truck, beep beep, he is now finally embarrassingly long added to the shop, but look how cute he is. Oh my gosh, he would be so cute even on like a jumper for me. Like, I would not be mad about it. Yeah. I don't need more ideas. My husband's been joking that I'm slightly in isolation because my kid has left the roost for a school day for like the first time for me. And I'm suddenly like, I have so much more alone time because he's working. And I'm like, so creative. Look at it, the juices are juicing. It's like 64 degrees outside and I'm in a little flannel and I'm so happy. I've missed fall so much. It's not fall, it's July, but I'm not mad that it feels gorgeous out today, so I will take it while I can. Joopy, I don't have any more chicken over here. We had Chinese chicken for dinner, so she's thinking I still have food. I don't. Okay, so up today is the Have a Ball Mini adult yolk plus, I'm aiming for 3 Pokemon plus an additional chart will be added into an adult yolk drop next week that will work with my other patterns. So look at this little guy. He turned out so nice. I finally bit the bullet and I found this for 10 bucks and I was like, okay. I just got the little frame under here because like it just helps. I'm a shop owner, so I think it's worth it. But they came out so gorgeous. I'm gonna go ahead and just maybe block it one more time. They're a little lumpy. My tension was quite tight as I was knitting it. But oh, I love it so much. So things have been sitting kind of like this and I've just been admiring them throughout the week. Because like, if you can't stop and pause and enjoy your hard work, you know, what's it for? And I have been working hard, including gutting and cleaning the house, which is also hard work. Thank you very much. So I've been doing, I gotta like sand these edges down though. They're very spiky. Not ideal for knit. Not really a huge fuss for like a jean jacket, but not great for knitting. So I gotta just like take a little nail file. These are still very plasticky. And I wanted to put something on there. So my little lub is obsessed with Spidey and Friends right now. We have that on anytime he does get TV time. That's his first request right now. Second up is Batman. So as you know, 2 sweaters will hit the shop at some time. This is the first one that I'm working on. I did flat mattress stitched up the side, but like oh my god, whip myself in the face. Mattress stitch is so fascinating to me, how it just blends into the fabric. Like, there's just this like beautiful little like seam, but it's barely there. It truly does just like, I love it. So what I'm doing right now is I'm mathing the maths to create this for your little loves or adult loves, because I wouldn't be mad at this hoodie for myself. Just saying. So the Spidey chart, I do have one stitch that I messed up on, but the Spidey chart is going to be available, and then I'm gonna stitch them on. There's like 2 blue lines and 2 white lines on the back that I wanted to do that kind of cross over the hip, which is why I sewed them up so that it would be a seamless. And then there's some like pink spider webs under the armpits that I'm also adding, and then 2 white sleeves. Been debating, she has like an arm patch that's pink with blue, and I'm like, do I have the bandwidth? Will he care? And I was like, I could not like make it a patch. I could make it like a chunk, like a band, and a band, you know, white, pink, white. I don't think he'll care. I asked him several times which Spidey he wanted, and he wanted Ghost Spider. And I think it's because it's a ghost, because he loves Halloween. But after I had my momentary, you can't have that, it's the girl, I went, why not? Stop gendering color, Meg. Just give him the damn sweater if he wants it. So here we go. I've chosen some very soft knit picks, worsted, my favorite part right now. I am going to pick up and do my hood option for the top, so there'll be a little white hood on top. Debating stitching on some of the eye details of their like eye thing. I can't. Can you even? I just, it is so cute. This actually just knitting back and forth, and it's the I think it was the Brava 500, so it's like a thick kind of worsted, and I was working up on an 8, and it's very soft already, and it knit up so quickly because I was only doing like 40 something stitches, you know, like it wasn't that much. And so, you know, I'm just knitting, purling, going across, and all of a sudden I was up to here, and I was in the car, and we were just driving, and I was, whoop, cool. So absolutely loving it. I am planning a flat out pattern, and what I mean by that is it's going to be seamed. Of course, one could do stranded if you wanted, but I think for me it'll be easier to do the intarsia, where I'll have a purple, and a blue in the center, and I go back and forth. So red shoulders down to the V, black spider in the middle, blue sides, and then I'm gonna pick up flat stitches, not seam it together yet, flat stitches, and then create the red to blue, like blue, red, blue armband, and then seam up, and then out. Ta-da! But yeah, so if I could get a hood on this, I think it would really bring it together more, because it would pull, you know, the neck up a little bit. And I am currently trying to figure out how many stitches to pick up for the arm, because I don't think I have enough. I think that this is gonna be, I think this is gonna be, I don't know. I feel like I worry that it's gonna go like mute, and then it'll be too tight. I need like 7.5 inches circumference for it to be like kind of loose, comfy, like not like sausage casing. The more I knit for him, the more I realize that I've been knitting sleeves a bit tighter, and they don't need to be. They don't need to be. But yeah, so I'm very excited. Ghosty over here. From there, oops, I dropped that one. The Have-A-Ball has a little bit of extra stuff. So you could also, let's see if I can do this. You could also sub in the sports charts. So I've got basketball, and I have football to show you today. This one's gonna be baseball. This one, I forget what I was gonna do. I think it was gonna be tennis. So you can also create a sports themed sweater, or you can knit like a regular sweater and then use the chart as a add-on. Like this one happens to be duplicate stitched on. That's a football. This one was stranded, doing color work both ways, purling and knitting. So this one was included stitches. This one was added on stitches. And you can see the tension is different. It's quite a bit harder to keep the tension on something small that's curling, but do my darndest. My thought is, what if I made a little swatch? Like, I won't call it a blanket because we both know I'm not gonna finish it, but what if I just made a little swatch fabric and like quilted it up? Like whenever I needed to test a new chart, just knit like a 18 by 25 square, just knit pearls, and then be able to duplicate stitch on and test the chart, and that would give me a good idea of how big something shows up. Like, what does it look like in that yarn? Do I like the color? Does it have enough contrast? Rather than diving into a full sweater commitment where I might get more tied up in the process. So like I have a really good idea of what I'm going into. And I think it's helpful for you guys to see the charts, obviously, knit up. So I have to take pictures of these and add them to the listing today. These stitches are live, so I can keep going, but I just put them on a little minder. And then this one's gonna be baseball. So I have to finish that. And then I'll have a couple of the sports one to do. From there, I have also been making, and this is navy blue, but it isn't the right shadow color, so I'm gonna redo these two stitches and a little bit in here. I used a dark blue for the shading and it isn't reading clearly to me. But this little guy is gonna get added to the adult sizes. There's gonna be 3. I'm gonna test them all out on this sweater because themes, right? So our little squirrel turtle is right in there. I love him. They do knit up quite large, and he's bigger than the Pokeball. He would fit better on an adult sweater, but the multicolor, I'm gonna say it would be tougher. I mean, it's all what you guys are comfortable with, right? You wanna go for it, go for it. I happen to duplicate stitch it on because I really do like the stitching aspect of it. Cue into next rabbit hole. But yeah, so it's very calming for me. And it gives me a good idea of like how big things are. Do I like this color? No, I don't. Now I need to change it. So instead of having all of them, I have one that I can be like, that's an issue. But I'm very excited about this little guy. Oh, the more I look at this, I just like love how clean this black outline. I mean, it was a fluff. This was 2-color work, so like no problem here. It's this that was a little bit harder for me because it was 3-color work with the black around, but still. And then I had this idea where you could do it in white and black, and then you could individually paint the Pokeballs with the colors you want. So cute. Okay, how am I doing on time? 13 minutes. All right, I did pack. Okay, so I've been cleaning. Now that kiddo's out of the house, I've been cleaning more. Yay, it's been good for my mental health as well because the spaces are cleaner and it's easier. That being said, I've also been more creative, so I've been making a huge mess in the living room full of yarn because I feel the need to prepare for everything all at once. In progress. I want to see if I can just, oh man, got my 2007 bun going on, which looks, I feel like looks decent bun from the front, looks ridiculous from the side. The back of my head is none of my business, and I like how it looks on camera from the front, so that's that. I am modeling my Simply Cozy in Black Lake fingering weight yarn, size 46. Made back in 2020, 2019-ish. All right, backing up. Okay, so here's the update. I've gotten the mouth. I've also added a little bit more on this side, and my goal now, I might leave the mouth as is, like as a navy blue for the moment. I'll finish these teeth, and then I'm gonna pick up at the nose, and I think I want to try to work my way out from the nose so I can at least get like a nose and an eye done, because I just really want to see how that will look. But so far, yarn weight difference is minimal. I don't feel like it's heavy or anything. This is just outlining the stitches that I'm doing. So this will all come out of course, but I think Derpy's coming along really well. There's a little guy right here. And then what I will do is post that as a chart pattern first, and then you may also sew it onto a sweater of your choice, hand knit or machine or whatever floats your boat, sinks your sub, fits your fancy. You could also use it in cross stitching, embroidery, corner to corner crochet, though that's a lot of corners, but lots of options here. Quilting, you know, anything you do cubes with, really, it's fair game. But yeah, my little tiger, he's coming along really well. Got a bit, yeah, the teeth look so disproportional to the rest of the body because I don't have the rest of it on yet. I've been trying to keep my workspace kind of organized. So I have all of the yarns that I've been pulling from. His teeth are a mix of white, thicker, like sport weight white, gray to kind of create some dinge, and then I have a cream in here as well, because like I didn't want them to be too sparkly, but so far that's been going pretty well. And then I've got my darker. I finished the tongue, then Alistair found the ball that I needed, and I was like, of course, after I made it work with something else. But yeah, so that's the color palette right now. Going along pretty swimmingly. I'm quite excited to use the next blues against this. So this will be like the slightly brighter. And then I have brightest. Yeah, I have brightest over here and brighter in the middle. So you can see there's a little difference in between. So some highlights, I've got the main, the dark, the deepest is this plus blue. And then I've got this blue and this baby blue. There's also an icy blue, I think, somewhere in here. Maybe this is the iciest blue. But yeah, so yeah, I really want to work on an eyeball. Oh, there it is. Iciest blue. There it is. Bright highlight. So I want to work on an eyeball. I've got gold and red to start, and I also had orange from this pumpkin sock mini. See the orange tucked in there, so I got some yellow and orange in there, so I just grabbed the whole little mini to put in. I have not done a ton of sewing. I really focused on doing the teeth over 2 nights, and then I just didn't get back to it because I started Spidey, and then my brain was firing, and I redid the Hiss charts. There's 3 versions now. There's this, which is kind of like tunic sweater dress if you want to do the whole kick bang caboodle. Then there's the slightly shortened drop these, pull this up, pull that up version. And then there's another version where I swap these for more stars. I swap this and snakes, and there's like a snake chart in here, and then the stars end it. So, you know, I love giving you choices. Hopefully they don't freak you out too much. I'm doing pretty good, I think. I think I'm gonna cap this one at 20 minutes, and then I'll make another one for the sweater haul, where I will go over what's in my drawer. And this is what's in Alistair's drawer. So yeah, it's all the sweaters that I either made him, designed for him, knit him, others people knit him. Credit where credit's due. Looking at you, Tristan. So, and Ashley, I have one from Ashley. I have one that my grandmother bought, but it is handmade. And I guess everything else is mine. So it'll just be kind of like a, the last 3 years mock-up. Not including anything that I've given away, like the Spidey sweater I gave to his cousins. More coffee and then I'll be good. Coffee, coffee. So, I was at the store the other day and I got sucked in by a color. I mean, it's purple. It is Red Heart. It's not the softest of Red Heart, I will say. It's in Amethyst. Yeah, it's an Amethyst. It is a medium 4. You're supposed to use a US 8. You're not supposed to iron it. You can tumble dry it, and you can use warm water, which I think it might need for the softening aspect, to be fair. It's a Super Saver Jumbo, so I do have about 744 yards, 681 meters of yarn, which should be enough for me to do what I'm trying to. I'm making another version of Halloween sweaters. This color though, like I feel like I gotta get you a little bit more light so you can like see, like it is a bright purple. It's a bright purple. Am I like, yeah, but it's so pretty and bright. Oh, spooky. But I really want it a bit softer. It has that stiffness to it, but yeah. So I have done not but a tiny cast on, and I got that done this morning before I dropped the peanut off. So I really have not gotten much done. I don't even have the full thing cast on yet, but yeah, I got more Halloween ideas. And my other thought is, am I overreaching? Trying to knit an entire sweater? Should I be doing the swatches so that you guys get the idea? You go through the thing, you have it. Comments down below would be great to let me know. Like, do you feel like, what do you like seeing? Do you just need to know what they look like? Do you need to see the whole thing? I mean, obviously I want the sweater, but it's gonna take me a bit, right? So, in here I have the goodies that I am planning on using with it. So I've got this like, lady slipper. These are all knit picks. Lady slipper, is this Caution? This is an older one. It's sport weight 273 yards. When I put that on my patterns, that's because that is what I'm using. It says it's a 2 acrylic, and that's a 4. So we'll see how they marry together. I might need to add like a fingering weight to boost it up. This one was the, I love this pink. It's so obnoxiously pink. Ugh. It's, Sucker Punch was what it was in the sock weight. What did they call it in this? It might have been the same, but it's an obnoxious pink. Love it. This one is like a green apple color, but I always like it for like acidy type of things. I also have one of Tristan's yarns that I got from her a while ago. That is like green blue blend, and it's bright, and I'm like, that could be really good. Charts that I'm working on: mini snake, bat, ghost, another pumpkin version, different skull version, ravens, like crow type of thing. So orange is gonna be pumpkin. I think green is gonna be skull. Purple on purple is gonna be raven, and did I do snakes pink? I think, see, this is where I'm oscillating. I feel like I need to do a mini swatch to see if I like, I don't know. I keep thinking the snakes need to be green. I Yeah, probably because of this. I've been like staring at this for so long. So this snake's gotta be green. Maybe they don't need to be green. And then maybe I did white for the skulls. I patterned it out last night, so I have the chart ready to go. But in doing that, I didn't actually get to start it. So anyway, I do think that's gonna be a nice little combo. Maybe I start with a cow. The charts are, like, they could do with a couple extra stitches. I could give it a bit more detail if it had more than, because I'm kind of locked in to 8, 12, 16, 20 when I do these math charts. So like, if I could have 24 stitches, like that would just give it a little bit more space in between things. Tempting, tempting, tempting. Okay, so that's my thoughts. Half-hour podcast is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. I also love these little guys. If you did it in fingering weight yarn, it would be quite a bit smaller. But the charts do work with the Christmas ornaments that I have. They might do best if we go up from a 3-inch ball to a 4-inch ball, I will say, and do like the size up from that on the stitches, the highest size. But they're just so cute. So yeah. Again, not saying I'm starting a blanket, but I kind of started something. I was also, I think I knew what I was going to do on this. I was also debating testing out some of the Pokemon charts on these guys, and I just need to make sure they have enough. And then kind of like the northeasterly, where you join the next panel too, is what I would do. With the slip stitch edges, they're curling pretty bad, and that's okay because I'm planning on them not, like, none of this is needed. I just wanted it to be flatter for you guys. But they curl pretty bad. They're basically a tube, right? Like, they're so silly. But yeah. Does make it kind of portable because they're so tiny. But it does give me that, like, instant gratification where I get to try something that I have in my brain. And again, getting stuff out of my brain. Like I have like a moth pattern that I've been working around, but it's bigger than this, so it would need some fiddling. But this kind of stuff, I can test it out. Yeah, moths, ravens, and then I was adding the snakes, spiders. I have another frog version that I wanted to add. I did the MS sweater. I did the spider sweater, but now I want to do the flat Spidey sweater. So I'm basically looking at sewing templates for that to kind of get an idea of like what a knit garment looks like flat with shaping, if there is shaping, you know, instead of just having it be flat, 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 which it can be because it's for a kid and that'll be fine. But maybe like keeping this a little bit in and doing, I could do a sleeve cap. I can do that. I can do a sleeve cap. I didn't do a sleeve cap the last couple of times, but I could. So, and doing a sleeve cap wouldn't work flat unless you would go this way and then you would not join them. You just keep, so you'd have it like joined and then you'd have it open. My brain. Yeah, I just saw another one that I like, now I kind of want to try on. See how this one's doing. She needs a bit of a block too, but not too bad. Oh God. Oh, pink. Oh, it's so cheery. Oh, it's so cheery. Oh, I love my unicorn pattern. This one's tight on me because it's not made for me, but I'm gonna pick up and do these little, about an inch of ribbing, I'd say there, and then I'll do a sewn bind off. I love the unicorn pattern. Ah, it's very exciting to see. Okay, well, I think that's about everything. Nope, go this way. Up and over. Up and over. Yeah. And then I'll get this. I mean, it's a cooler day today, so once fall starts rolling around, she'll be able to get some good use out of it. Hopefully this will be in the FO pile the next time I talk to you. But yeah, so I'll not right now, but I will record, maybe Monday I'll record this sweater haul. Try to do things as weekly as I can while I'm kind of producing, you know. I feel like it's kind of the next stage of motherhood when your peanut's somewhere else and you can do things during the day. Suddenly you're like, there's so much room for activities. I don't think I said that line right, but if you know, you know. Was it Step Brothers? Anyway. All right, my darlings. I think that's enough shenanigans. I might actually start coloring these Pokeballs myself. Doing I'll turn one into with the red and the red. That'll be easy, and I'll keep one all blue because that's what he wanted. And then maybe I can cover one with purple and yellow and shenanigans. I'll see if he'll let me. I don't want to mess up his sweater since he did ask for it in blue specifically. So I might have to mess with things on my little blanket swatch. Yeah, I think that's everything. Other than that, fighting for medication with new plan. So up in the air right now, not great. Chipped a tooth, not great. Can't get a dentist to call me back, not great. Yeah, but happy to be creating. Rabbit hole has been embroidery. I don't have any of the things that I'm gonna try yet. I got one of the sample starters where you learn the stitches. So that should come this weekend. And then Patrick's gone for a couple of days with work trip coming up. So I was like, ooh, I can just audiobook and stitch at night and not have to socialize at all. Not that he is a bother by any means, but I just won't feel bad for ignoring him after I don't see him during the day. So I can talk to him on the phone while I stitch, and I like it. And then by the end of the trip, I'm gonna be come home. I miss you. Okay. Yeah, I'm just very into sewing things right now. So we're just gonna ride out the obsession while it hits. And then what I will do, comment down below. I was planning on making magic cakes out of my Bad Wolf and hand-dyed other leftovers. Would anybody be interested in a magic cake? Pre-knotted. You can I'm not gonna brag, but you can kind of trust my knots. Been knitting for 11 years and I haven't had one pop yet. Knock on wood. I'm pretty careful with my knotting. So unless you get something sharp caught on it, it should hold. Okay? Should hold. I'm pretty fastidious about checking them before I go to the next color. So if anyone would be interested in me making magic cakes out of my stash, I am happy to sell them for the holidays coming up. Honestly, let me think about that. Yeah, I think I would have the brain space to make 12-count advent calendars out of vintage Bad Wolf yarns, if anyone's interested. Yeah. So comment down below if anyone's interested in kind of Blast from the Past, Ghosts of Christmas Past type of Skeins of Christmas Past calendars down below. Yeah, and that'll be that. All right. This was super fun. I'm so glad to see you. It's been so nice. All right. Well, reminding you to take it one cup at a time, no matter how large that cup may be, and I will see you next week. Bye.